what we're kind of seeing right now with silver and gold. So over the course of the last couple of weeks, obviously we've been seeing some terrible things happening internationally with Russia and the Ukraine. As you can see here, here's Google Trends. You type in Russia and Ukraine. The trends have pretty much been going off the charts compared to where things were over the course of the last year. And you have people looking at Bitcoin and comparing it with precious metals, gold and silver. This guy right here that I follow, he's been on Kitco quite a while. His name is Michael Gayed. He's actually he's a CFA. But he made this tweet. He said, "Oh, look, a hedge of inflation, a risk-off asset, and a store of value." And of course, he, is saying this tongue in cheek while posting a screenshot of Bitcoin and Ethereum and everything else during this time when we're seeing everyone running to gold and even silver, as there's this potential conflict happening across the water in Russia and in the Ukraine. But Silver Slayer, what do you think about this whole idea of risk on, risk off, Bitcoin, gold? Like, is Bitcoin going to take the reins from silver and gold as a risk off asset for the purpose of risk off investment? What are your thoughts?
I think precious metals are always going to be the safest, smartest, obviously as a silver stacker, but also in general, tangible items. Like I said, silver, it has intrinsical value. Bitcoin's digital, but they do have benefits just in different areas. Because Bitcoin and gold are very similar in a lot of different ways that I don't think people realize, where they both go against the dollar, right?
Oh, yeah. There's actually a strong correlation I've done in my own research. Yeah. There's actually a correlation. Yeah.
Yeah. Because Bitcoin's decentralized, the dollar centralized. So that's kind of like silver, where you're taking the power away from them and putting it into your own hands. And Bitcoin does that as well. When you have your money or your crypto in a cold wallet, that's completely yours. That's nobody can touch that, nothing. And that's kind of like silver too. When you have your silver, that's yours. But Bitcoin digitally, as we advance to this new age, this new technological era, I do find Bitcoin being extremely beneficial or I guess convenient. It's instant transactions. There's no Bitcoin of China, with zero to little fees. And some countries use crypto as their actual currency nowadays, like third world countries. Silver, you can't really do that. I couldn't see a day and age where we're like using tangible silver as our actual money. That's just, I think it'd be something digital. Just like if you watch a sci-fi movie and you like look at their money in the future, it's something like crypto, right? Like very advanced, digital. But also it's very similar in the way of supply. There's only 21 million Bitcoin that have ever been created, and 17 million have already been mined. So there's only a couple million left to be mined, off the blockchain. And once those are in circulation, all the Bitcoin are mined in circulation. So there's a pretty low supply for that as well, almost looking, from that same aspect of silver scarcity. So it's really weird. I do find them both beneficial in different areas. And I do think people will invest into both of those for different reasons as well, for trying to protect your wealth. So
yeah, I look at Bitcoin. So as far as like the whole risk on, risk off argument, I see more of a correlation between Bitcoin and I guess you could say riskier. And by riskier, I mean, and not to get too technical, but as far as price volatility, you see that happening more with Bitcoin than with gold and silver.
Definitely.
Meaning, how much does it just change from the average price that you tend to see with Bitcoin? How often does it just like vary?
Well, crypto's it's all speculation, right? Bitcoin's all speculation. Gold and silver has, supply and demand from its fundamental I guess background, where it's, how much is dug up out of the ground, all from that angle. Precious metals are definitely safer, and the price is going to be more stable, because crypto really is like Jamie Dimon from JP Morgan came out like in 2017, called Bitcoin a scam, and the price shot down thousands and thousands of dollars. Like with silver, you can't, or even gold, like the price wouldn't drop to that extent. It really is, I feel like, a lot more speculative, and the price definitely is more volatile than gold and silver. So
oh yeah,